Although the First Battle of Geonosis would be the catalyst for the galactic conflict between the Republic and the Separatists, the conflict that began the Clone War had an interesting dynamic that's always created a number of questions for me. The basis for this is the fact that while Jango Fett was instrumental in the creation of the clone army, with his role as the genetic template of the clones and instructor upon Kamino, bringing him into direct contact with the clone troopers created there, Jango was affiliated with Dooku and the Separatists during the battle, not the Jedi or the Republic that battled the droid army. Therefore, it must be asked, did the clone troopers understand Jango's role during the Battle of Geonosis in fighting on the side of Dooku and the Separatists? Did they know the true circumstances of his death at the hands of Jedi Master Mace Windu? And if the clones understood these aspects, how did it influence how they viewed Jango Fett or the Jedi during the course of the Clone War? We'll answer these questions by looking at the lore found within the Legends novel The Cestus Deception, to see how Jango and his actions on Geonosis were understood and interpreted by an elite ARC trooper named Alpha 98, who was directly trained by Jango on Kamino and who engaged the Separatists at the Battle of Geonosis. Roughly 1 year into the war, a unique threat emerged on the planet of Ord Cestus that aimed to give the Separatists a significant advantage in the war. The Separatists were close to purchasing JK-13 droids, which were also known as Jedi Killer droids. This reputation was established due to their being biodroids, with their unique biotechnology providing some limited degree of force sensitivity, thereby making them formidable opponents for the Jedi. Looking to prevent the Separatists from obtaining such an advantage, a Jedi-led strike team was assembled under the command of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Kit Fisto. But the Republic forces also included a squadron of clone troopers, including the Advanced Recon Commando Alpha 98. Alpha 98 was one of only 100 Alpha-class ARC troopers, an elite variation of clone trooper that made him and the other Alpha-class ARC troopers among the most skilled in the Republic's Grand Army. By the time of the Republic's mission to Ord Cestus, Alpha 98 had fought numerous battles going all the way back to the beginning of the Clone War on Geonosis, and his accomplishments saw him obtain the rank of captain. Once on Ord Cestus, Alpha 98 would meet a woman named Sheikah Tull, who the clone trooper noticed was looking at him differently once he and the other clone troopers removed their helmets. Eventually, it was revealed that Tull had known Jango and was in a relationship with him almost 2 decades previously, and so it had been surprising to find someone who resembled him so perfectly from when she knew Jango years earlier. But when Tull asked Alpha 98 what Jango's opinion was regarding the reality of having so many individuals in the galaxy resembling his appearance and fighting abilities, the clone trooper had to reveal that Jango Fett was dead. When she initially asked Alpha 98 how it happened, he merely responded that Jango accepted a contract and stayed loyal to it until the end. But when Tull pressed for the exact details of Jango's death, we got a look into what the clone troopers believed happened to the bounty hunter, with there being authority and weight behind Alpha 98's version of events, given that he was actually present upon Geonosis in the immediate aftermath of Jango's confrontation with Mace. Alpha 98 explained that one of Jango's clients had been a traitor, which I believe is a clear reference to Dooku. However, in the eyes of the clones, while Jango had been working for a traitor to the Republic, they didn't see the bounty hunter as a traitor to either the Republic or the clone troopers that Jango helped train on Kamino after providing his genetic template for their creation. According to Alpha 98, it was widely believed that when Jango accepted the contract, he didn't know what the real intentions of Dooku and the Separatists were in wanting to ignite a galactic conflict. Although the clones knew Jango fought against the Jedi who would act as their generals throughout the war and on the side of the Separatists on Geonosis, they didn't see Jango as a traitor or someone who turned his back on the clones and Republic. Instead, clones like Alpha 98 actually respected Jango more, finding no shame in what Jango did on Geonosis. In fact, pride surged through him when he remembered the bounty hunter, seeing his actions as having solidified Jango's reputation as an honorable and loyal fighter until the end. But the pride felt by the ARC captain also resulted from the details of Jango's death itself. As he explained to Tull, while it was widely understood that Jango's death came at the hands of a Jedi, it wasn't necessarily Mace Windu. As officially understood by Alpha 98, although Jango's death occurred before the arrival of Yoda and the clones, he'd always heard that it took 12 Jedi to take down Jango, a further testament to the bounty hunter's fighting abilities, and a point of pride for Alpha 98 himself. Therefore, based upon the explanation of Alpha 98 within the Cestus Deception novel, despite Jango's actions on Geonosis, he wasn't viewed any less honorable by the clones, and certainly not a traitor who'd inexcusably joined the Separatists. Instead, his actions were the result of a contract he entered into, which of course was something completely separate in the minds of the clones from Jango and his work for the Sith, and having upheld this contract only made Jango more honorable. And Jango's death wasn't defined by a confrontation with Mace Windu, but a legendary onslaught of a dozen Jedi, something that only added to the respect clones like Alpha 98 had for Jango after Geonosis. So there we have it, how Jango Fett's actions on Geonosis were understood by the clone troopers. Thank you very much to all of the Patreon members of Star Wars Reading Club, as your support is so greatly appreciated. You can find all of our social media links and a link to our Star Wars gaming channel in the description below for updates and even more Star Wars content. We love making these videos, so why not subscribe for more fun Star Wars theories and discussions. Also, if you enjoyed the video, think about giving a like or leaving a comment. If not for me... For Jedi hunting biodroids.